Okay, we're going to look at graphing a system of equations, and I got people in my room, so it might be a little bit loud. We're taking a look at AA.4 in 8th grade math. Let's take a look. First problem, and we're going to take a look at two equations that are already in slope-intercept form, and you'll notice right now these are the exact same equation. So we're going to graph each equation, but it's really going to just be the same line. So starting at x plus 1 is going to be starting at plus 1, and then its slope is 1 over 1. And we're going to just have these lines here, and we're going to get a line that looks something like that. And then when you go to graph the other line, we're going to go ahead and put another dot there, and even though it's a different color, it's still the same line. And we're going to go ahead and draw that line here, and you'll notice that they overlap constantly. They always have points in common, and so we say this system, when we graph it, they have infinitely many solutions. Let's go take a look at another one. So again, we got to graph these things correctly. We got 1/3 x minus 3, so we'll go down 3, and then we got a slope of 1/3 positive of 1 over 3. We got to get this thing going in the right direction, and this line will look something like that when you graph it. And then we're going to graph the other one is 1/3 x plus 9. So we'll start up 9, and we'll go up 1 and over 3. And I'm going to go down 1 and over 3 here, and again, and if I draw that line, you'll notice that these lines will never touch. They're parallel. They have the same slope, okay, the same slope, but they have different y-intercepts. So they'll never touch, and that means that they have no solution. Let's go take a look at one more. Here's a pair of equations. This one is y equals 2x, but we can really just call it y equals 2x plus 0. So we'll start at 0, and we'll go up 2. And there's my equation for y equals 2x. And then let's go 2x minus 10. We'll start down 10. And we'll go up 2 over 1, and you'll notice that these things, I only threw this on here because it's a proportional relationship, and sometimes kids get confused with that. But another set of parallel lines and another example of something that has no solution. Let's take a look at the last one I'm going to show you today, and that is x equals -2 is just a vertical line. You know, x is -2 is these dots right here. So there's x is -2, and since the other equation actually has an x and a y, gosh, that's a really terrible line. The other equation has an x and a y. It's actually got a slope that is defined. So let's take a look. 3x minus 2y equals 6, because we got to get this on the graph correctly. So let's isolate the y. We're going to get y by itself. Let's take away the 3x. And let's show our steps. So we got -3x plus 6. And over on this side, it's still the minus 2y. So the last thing we got to do is divide by a -2. We got to divide everything by a -2, and that will allow us to get the graph done correctly. These -2's cancel. Y equals 3/2 x, and then that right there is a -3. So if I'm going to go ahead and graph that, let's go ahead and go down 3, and then positive 3 over 2. 1, 2, 3 over 2. 1, 2, 3 over 2. We'll go down 3 and over 2, and you can see where they cross. And they actually cross. And when they cross, they have a solution. And this problem's not asking what the solution is. It's just saying how many does it have. This problem has one solution because those two lines cross one time. And that's it.